Ngatho cia mwanya mwirori wa Kameme TV guko ni muthigi wa ruriri ngunyita ugeni muno makiri hinda riri na tukoragwo tugigethie imwe kwa imwe thiini wa mohoro-ini maitu thiini wa mohoro gitau tukoragwo tugikihungura kona itiganite kana miena itiganite ya bururi witu wa Kenya na kwahoteka tukahiuka nginya nja wa bururi gukorwo tugikimurika uria maundu maragithie na mbere na gukigariura ngunyita ugeni ni muoroto wakwa ati ni urathie na mbere na gukigariura na njira iria kiagireire na ati ari hothe urakenya mukira ukiri hatire kimandaya gutire kana gutire cuma ndotu guko tugaga no thupi na ruo ukunjita Maina Kihumo mucera wa mbere ya mutai meri mawathanide wa Mwangi nake Maina ni awathire wiki wagaki wa muthoni metha-ini no ingi ya utauri na njira ya ciiko niwe twi nake nawe mwena ucio ngakunyita ugeni muno tukiambiriria itena ria miaka ina ria utongoria wa David Maraga ta mucirithania munene ni ria Kenya muthia umuthi Maraga aheanire mathaga ma utongoria wa ruhonge rwa magoti kiroko kia umuthi guku agitariria uria thavari yake koretwo eyoirwo ni miambato na mikuruko mingi Maraga aririkanagwo kumana na murugamo wake muhio ndumwe na uhinguri wa magoti 22 kundu gutiganite.
Yeah, the CJ1 number plate is being handed over by
the judiciary, and the judges and the judicial officers are the custodians of our constitution. We can't tire to continue reminding ourselves of that responsibility, and as such I want, it is now my great pleasure to hand over to the Deputy Chief Justice, who is continuing to act the Constitution of the Republic of Kenya to maintain the rule of law.
Constitution is being handed over to the acting Chief Justice, Lady Justice Honorable Maina Mbete Mwilo, the acting Chief Justice. The next to be handed over is the judiciary flag, the institutional flag, to signify the transfer of authority to the acting Chief Justice.
Mr. Justice David Kenani Maraga has achieved during his distinguished tenure as Chief Justice. For these are well known to those on the bench, in the bar, across the judiciary, the legal fraternity, and indeed, the nation at large. But with your leave, my Lord Chief Justice, allow me to say a short, very personal tribute for you as a judge and jurist for whom I have much admiration and respect. From your admission to Sironga Primary School in 1961, to your admission to the bar in 1978, to your selection as chairman of the Rift Valley Law Society in 1987, to your appointment as Chief Justice, as Judge of the High Court in 2003, to your promotion as Judge of Appeal in November 2011, to your elevation to the position of the Chief Justice of the Republic in 2016, and to this important day, yours, my Lord, has been a life of service, a professional and personal example characterized by hard work, honesty, and integrity, fidelity to the rule of law and the Constitution, and most importantly, obedience to and faith in God.
And the CJ boards his private car to leave the judiciary for the last time. A historical day.
Riu matamu ma utongoria makorwo magigitigirwo Philomena Mwilu. Tugithie na mbere na riboti ingi na ndiwe we ungiririkana maraga na ki muturire waku gutura ukimuririkanaga ni tondu wa wira uriku kana ni tondu wa murugamo uriku. Tumurike riboti ingi kuria ekoirwo eri a njuragano iria irigite kuhanika mwena wa Karura kaunti-ini ya Kiambu meguthie na mbere na kuhingirwo rumande metereire uthuthuria ukorwo kirikirira. Mucirithania wa igoti inene ria Kiambu Patricia Gicohi niwe wathanite uguo thutha mwena wa thitango gukorwo kihoya thikũ 14 cia kurikia uthuthuria na gukorwo matavanitie postmortem. Ekoirwo aya ni Lawrence Warunge na Sara Muthoni. Tukorwo tugithie mwe kwa imwe tukorwo tukinyitana na Wanjikũ akorwo agitumenyithia uria maundu magiikarite mwena ucio no gukorwo agituthathaurira makiria uria maundu maikarite. Wanjikũ ngunengereria mwaro nigetha ukorwo agitumenyithia uria maundu maikarite mwena ucio.
Thengio muno Maina wa Kihumo ndindirakwamukira na ndugamite nja wa igoti rinene ria Kiambu kuria no ithaa rimwe tu na nuthu rihetukite kuma mucirithania munene igoti-ini riri Patricia Gicohi athane ati ekuirwo anene a njuragano iria ciriga mwena wa Karura makorwo makihingirwo rumande kwa ihinda ria thikũ 14 niguo hi uthuthuria ukorwo warika mwena wa thitango kiuga ni urabatara uthuthuria makiria kuona marauma kundu kumwe na kuria kungi oho makorwo makihota gutabania DNA ya indo iria ya matharaita maria monekire itura-ini ria Njikaze Mai Mahiu na oho makorwo makihota gwethana na ekwirwo makiria a njuragano icio na nigwakorwo gugituika ningi gitumi kingi gia ekwirwo cio makorwo makihingirwo thikũ icio 14 ni ati magituika kurekererio no muingi ni urakaritio na no makorwo mari ugwati-ini munene oro ndumwe na ciana iria cia mwikwirwo kana ari anyina na mwikwirwo uria ni Lawrence Warunge aria mari thukuru-ini aria mahonokire njuragano iria cia tabanirio kiumia githiru na nituguthie na mbere na kurumanira na ndeto ino na ngumenyithia ati mekuhingirwo thikũ 14 kuria cira wao ukagwetwo mweri 25 mweri-ini ukite na angikorwo hihi Kihumo nduri no ndungi ni ngucokia mwaro kuriwe.
Thengio muno makiria Wanjikũ ni riboti yake ha muno makiria iyo ni riboti ona andu aingi matarenda gukorwo magitikia maundu ta macio no makorwo magigithie na mbere. Thengio ni njui ni uguthie na mbere na gutumenyithia kungigia na undu ungi ukwiyumiria no ni ati togu Wanjikũ agitwira ni ati mwanake ucio na kana ekwirwo acio magukorwo makihingirwo kwa ihinda ria thikũ 14. Tugithie na mbere na riboti ingi ni ati muhuri wa mucarica thiini wa bunge ya Senate na uria ni Irungu Kang'ata oigite kuri na njama ya gukorwo ikimutunyukithia woigiririki ucio thutha wa irua riria andikire kuri president rigia riboti ya BBI na uria yamukiritwo gicigo-ini kia Mount Kenya. Akiri na arikia mohoro umuthi senator ucio na uria ni wa kuria kaunti ya Murang'a oigite ari na matanya mega kana ari na matanya mega we akiandika marua macio.
Therefore, I'll be trying to address myself to the various issues that people have raised. So the first question is, did I order the letter dated 30th of December 2020? Yes, and indeed I did order that letter. And the second question is, did I order the letter dated 4th of January 2021? No, I did not order that letter. We all know that these days there do exist various technological platforms that people can use to maneuver and make fake and fraudulent letters. And therefore, the one of 4th of January is not actually my letter. Now, another question is whether the letter of 30th of January 2020 was intended to be a discussion in the public. I have expressed my regret for the leakage of that letter, but notwithstanding that fact, the discussion arising out of that letter appears to vindicate my strong view that there are people who are not being candid and frank on matters BBI, particularly the level of approval rating of BBI in our region of Mount Kenya. There's also the lingering question as to whether I am the one who drafted the letter of 30th of December, as to whether, or are there other political players behind that letter? Let me say no. There was no other political player who was involved in the drafting and making of that letter. It was my own honest and candid assessment of BBI in our region. There's a reason why I had to do it. First, as a whip, it's always important whenever there is crucial government business, you do a risk assessment and then you relate to my superiors. That way, if there's a problem that may arise thereafter, I will not be blamed because I had raised the red flag. During the